Hey everybody, welcome to Book of Shadows Night. I am Lady Gwendolyn, and let me get this shared. Good evening, Miss Sherry. I hope you are doing well this evening. I hope you enjoyed the Mother's Day. Hey, Samar. Hope you all enjoyed the Mother's Day thing yesterday. It was definitely nice to, bring our energies together and honor the mothers. Okay. Good. I'm glad. Okay, so I said tonight we're talking about Book of Shadows. This never works out right. Okay, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. Most everybody has a Book of Shadows or at least a grimoire. I'm a weird type of person. I have mine on digital. Well, not a weird person because we're all weird, but it works better for me to have all my writings together digitally. I have a couple here that I will show you, and then I'll show you what my idea was. Okay, so a Book of Shadows is your witch's Bible or your journal. And it's basically an information book and correspondences and charts. A grimoire is more like the diary, where you put your spellcraft and your, I say your experiments, but the good fun witchy stuff, and just mix it all together. You never know what you're going to get. Hello, Akasha. Good evening, Miss Sarah. So, like I said, I have mine digitally. Mine's all on Google, like Google Docs. It'd be wouldn't take nothing to just combine them all together and create a book and have it printed off. But I could imagine it being like that thick. Evernote is a place that you can do digital, where you can keep all of your lessons. Pinterest, you can create your own private Pinterest board, and that be your Book of Shadows. Tumblr, I've never been on it, but I know what it is, so you can do it that way. Okay. You can have Book of Shadow apps. Being a witch anymore is very accessible. Very easy, and they're very accessible. So, what you would normally have at the beginning of your Book of Shadows, either your coven rules or if you are a part of a coven. Not everybody is coven material, and so you would put your personal rules in it, your guidelines, how you live your life. So what you follow, what your mission in this life is. If it's to bring people together, you put that down. If it is to bring enlightenment, then you would put that down there. Put in, okay, answer these questions about yourself. What do I like? Simple, right? How do I feel? I value Yes. um, I believe this. I am against these things. And that's not putting any negativity into it. That's just putting in your guidelines, your hard limits. Um, I feel amazing when I meditate. I feel amazing when I drink a special tea that I've made. Things like that. Um, Besides time and money, what would I really like more of? Right. Yes. I think that if you are writing and creating and putting your energy into a physical book of shadows, then it's going to hold more power and more connection to you. Like, and I hate using references like this, but think of Charmed and think of their book of shadows and look at how it's directly connected to them. So by writing and not saying I don't have one. That's not saying I don't have a book of shadows. I'm just saying. All of mine has been mulling around on a flash drive with me for years. Ever since I started writing. Okay, so yeah, and besides time and money, what would I like more of? Um, Advice to my younger self. What at that point in time on your path, what would you tell your younger self? Because remember, as you grow in your path and you look back, you're gonna see the steps that you've made and how you've grown and progressed. Um, this one was this. I've seen these questions, a couple of these questions, and I just thought they were funny. What's my superpower? What's your superpower? I think the majority of the people in here were all a variation of empath. So that's a superpower. When I die, I want someone to mention in my eulogy that I... What? What do you want to be remembered for? When you cross over, what do you want people to say about you? These questions is a lot like shadow work. So you're starting out your book of shadows with shadow work. Okay, so what do you achieve? What do you want to achieve? What's a goal? Right, many goals. Yes, Sarah, you do talk to crows. I've seen it. It's amazing, Peyton. um, how can I work on my goal? Plan out your steps. What changes do I need to make in my life and in myself? Just things. Or if you want to just visit the Akashic Records, then by all means just go there and get your upload. Okay, so then after your shadow work, the beginning, typically the next step is going to your deity dedication. Hello, Miss Heidi. Or your spiritual development. But you're focusing, you put you at the very beginning, and then your next level. So either your god, your goddess, your spiritual path That's whatever you're devoting yourself to. That's what I'm writing all of my stuff out. Actually, I already have stuff wrote out that I want done. I already know what song I want played at my funeral. Okay, so after you do your deity dedication, like I said, God, Goddess, spiritual development, you put in your wish list. Again, yes, you've already went over these, but now you put in your goals, your core feelings, your recurring whims, and I'll say about recurring whims, what do you have tendency to repeat over and over and over again? What thought process? Like I said, it's called a Book of Shadows for a reason, because it really forces you to look at yourself. Also, your to-do list, your wishes, and just put them as a to-do list. These are my wishes, and I'm going to cross this one off in 6 months, this one off in a year. Okay, so then comes time for your magical references. So your charts, your spells, your prayers, your chants, sigils, herb magic. Yeah. I make a lot of bad decisions, obviously. Hello, Miss Heather. Thank you for joining us. Your crystals that call to you, and then it's always good to have good listings for candles and crystals, and herbs. Okay, the next step is to get crafty. And this is where you put your personal sigils, do your own colorings, designs, stuff like that. You put in there. Kind of like a scrapbook. Put in things like, hello, Lady W. And things like altar layouts that you've designed, your tools, your divination, like any card spreads that you may have created. Have a place for your meditations and your dreams, what information has come through. Symbols and sigils. You can create your own. There's different ways of doing it. Any type of energy work that you've done, whether it be on yourself, other people. Be careful whenever you're doing energy work trained, because you can make somebody feel, if they're having a back issue, make them feel like they've been hit like a Mack truck, and just be like, sorry. That happened to me. Yeah. Ben. I did it to him. We were practicing Reiki. I had ordered a kit, and we were testing it out on each other, and that's what happened. So, definitely make sure that if you're studying it, that if you're going to do it, you get attuned. I wouldn't say at the very back, but yes, tarot, oracle, meditations, dreams, all that kind of stuff you put in together. Like your altar layouts, things like that you create. I created a crystal grid, and I do my own layouts. Yep. Okay. So anyway, but in after all of that, then you put in your daily thoughts. you're using it as a journal. So you gotta, you don't have to put them in there, but that's a good place to put them in there. Always remember to do the 3 C's. 3 C's? Cleansing, consecration, and charging. The basic 3 C's that everybody should know. Cleansing be done with salt bearing, moon water. The sun and the moon can actually cleanse and consecrate at the same time. So you can do that. Consecrating and charging, you can use meditation, visualization, pouring your intent into it. Consecrating is just making it sacred. And charging it is making it sacred to you. So if you do them all, you're cleaning what you got, and then you're making it sacred and connecting it to you. So on that note, I gotta show y'all something I got today. Do you see that? Yeah, right off the bat, there it is. This is my new labradorite palm stone that Ben got me from the great Googly Moogly right here in West Virginia. I know it shines through there somewhere. There's a little bit right there. Everybody's path is different, and that's what makes us all so great and wonderful and unique, because we get to be ourselves. Oh, okay, Gardnerian. So yeah, consecrating is concentrating. So you do your focus and your meditation and stuff like that. You can dedicate it with the elements, with the deities. If you don't, to the spirit, to the collective energy, you can do that as well. Okay, so a friend of mine, she's still a practitioner, but not so much as she was before. But she made this. It's a 3-ring binder, and just a book of shadows. So there's the Wiccan Reed. This I use as part of as part of our Rowan Temple of the Light library, so that anybody can look at it, because she basically donated it. 13 Goals of Witchcraft. Different traditions, things like that. This is not in the order in which I just read to you, but it's still a book of shadows. You just make it whatever calls to you. Oh, this is all about the elements and the elementals and the tools. And back here is numerology. Yeah, so 3-ring binder is great for that. That way you can add whatever you need to in there, and you don't have to worry about... See, that was the thing for me. Okay, so the reason why I was like, no, I don't want to just get a book and just write in it, because I'm a Virgo, okay? So I need things to be nice, neat, organized, and Virgos are perfectionists. I'm sorry, can't help it. That's me. That's my style. So we have one. This is the Rowan Temple of Light Book of Shadows. And it's literally just a blank sheeted journal. What is started at the beginning of it is the blessing. We did did the blessing first with our first official coven, which I'm actually going to leave it because it is part of our history, and no matter who took part in it, I still honor that the energy's still there. But there was a little ritual, and then there's the blessing. Oops. So it was just that I had found one and put that on there. Okay, so the reason why I didn't want this book, because my problem is I get in there and I'll start writing, and then I'll be like, oh, well, I need more space for spells. Oh no, I didn't get all the elementals in there. I don't have space for them. What am I going to do? That's me. So that's why I love the 3-ring binder idea. But this is really good if, you know, if it calls to you to do it that way, then by all means do it that way. Okay, so my first book of shadows, it's a notebook. Look. It's just falling apart. Okay, so what I was talking about running out of space. Okay, I'm just going to do it. This is so freaking old. Look. I just have a few symbols on there. Gwendolyn Dawn, yes, that's my name. And just like I said, just a few symbols. Book of Shadows. It looks like front cover. Yeah, bring me yours. Candle colored chart was actually the first thing that I wrote in there. And, okay, so what I was talking about. See, I got stuff stuffed in here. Okay, so rituals, right? And with it being either get a 3 or a 5 section, and you do it like that. So then you only have that much space. Ooh, banishing evil spirits. I got a lot of stuff in here, but what I'm actually going to do with it, and I'm kind of sentimental. I want to keep my original writing and, you know, spells and stuff that I did. But this thing's falling apart. What do you do whenever everything that you've worked for falls apart? You revamp it, right? So, I seen this, and I fell in love with it, so Ben got it for me. Yes, 4-inch binders, those are really good. Okay, so this is a scrapbook. There's 4 sections for pictures, and I'm going to put the four main elements of me. So it's priestess and paranormal, and then I'm going to put the stuff about, you know, my gifts in there as well. But this one just has the clear pockets. Like I said, I haven't done anything to it. But these just have the clear pockets. And it's closed up at the bottom. But it, can you open these the way that is?
I think you gotta unscrew them.
Well, yeah, unscrew them. I was asking. No, I was asking if you could.
Absolutely.
Because I think that the way that it is, that you can add stuff to that.
That's how mine is.
So, but that's what you get the scrapbooking paper and stuff for. Which I had a really good witchy one in here somewhere. I can't find it now. But they have really cool. I almost said really cool itchy ones. Really cool witchy ones.
Here, let me handle this. It's got a broken hinge.
Okay, so this is Ben's that he made in his original coven.
It's 2 pieces of Rowan, 2 pieces of 1x, and then I do a class on this if I could remember what these things are called. You find them in the craft section of the Home Depot. There's some kind of fasteners, but it's one side is like female and the other side's male, and it just you just drill holes, screw them together. It's like a 3-ring binder, just all done up yourself.
All made of wood, all natural. And it's wood burnt. So if you were curious, it's wood burnt. Right. That's why she's. I cannot speak tonight. That's why Connie suggested the 4-inch, because that's real good. This one. This one's only a 1-inch, and that's what we use. Yeah, this one's only a 1-inch. It does have a lot of information and stuff in here, as long as a folder with stuff in it, old rituals and lessons, from my original coven where I became a high priestess from. So, one thing that you should put, and I'm going to have to transfer this over, but at least I've kept it this whole time. This is, you ever go and find your sacred space. Do a meditation and find your sacred space. A place that you can go to. You can be you. Your spirit is free. You're happy. And that's your escape. I found mine. I drew it. I know you can't really see it all that well, but knowing me, you want to take a guess? I'll give you a minute. It's a little stone house in the forest. Lots of trees everywhere, a nice little stream flowing through. Yeah, because that's me. The Velcro flap, where there's trapper keepers. You can totally use a trapper keeper too. See, that's really nice because, okay, the 3-ring binders. My aunt used to make take the binders or the big photo albums and then put fabric on that. Do like Colin said, put embroidery on it, and or just put in your sign symbols, whatever. So yeah. The only other here's another thing. So, is it okay to have more than one Book of Shadows? Abso-freaking-lutely. So, last week during the self-care videos that we were doing, I had this book out. So, this is my not herbalism. My holistic. This is my holistic Book of Shadows. Another thing to think about with Book of Shadows, what about size? And how to say sizes and everything? Oh yeah, it is. So, what? I'm talking about Book of Shadows.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, so I got this size. Oops, sorry y'all. Size difference. Rowan Temple of Light Book of Shadows. Scrapbook. And the most beautiful thing ever that I was gifted, this Book of Shadows. I have a very special lady that I love dearly in our community. It was a great gift. I love it. It is the chakra stones. It is leather. Is there anything in it yet? Oh, absolutely not. Does it need cleansed, consecrated? Yes. Okay, I can't get that loose. But the paper is very well made. You can actually buy these online. We do have, actually, the person that gifted me this makes Book of Shadows. Ready? She does. I know she has like a one dedicated just for herbals, and that sucker is that thick, and they're really nice, and she puts them up for sale. She also has a little witchy shop, and we have Pagan Pride this year. She's going to be vending at it. If we do not get to have Pagan Pride, we're going to do it online. We'll figure it out. I'll keep y'all posted. You can also have what?
Do you want to read the blessing here?
The blessing in yours? Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
It's in the very back page.
And you know how you also have the little notebooks. Oh God. Because Lydia got me some for these for Mother's Day. The little ones. These are good to have like a mini Book of Shadows in your purse, or that'll even fit in your back pocket. Because can't forget about the gentleman. Where is it?
Very back page.
See, okay, so the Coven one, the blessing is in the front. With Ben's, it's in the back.
No, very back page. There you go.
Oh my God, how am I supposed to read that?
You can't read it?
You read it, they can hear you.
A call unto magic, of spirit so bright, the goddess in the shadows, the god in his light. Secrets of the lore that will unfold, the spells of one to be truthfully told. East is air, south is fire, all spells manifest by my desire. West is water, north is earth, all spells manifest for my mirth. Protected by deity, and magical dust, and perfect love, and perfect trust. So mote it be.
So mote it be. I can just hear an echo of them saying so mote it be. But that's from Gardnerian. That was Ben's path. You can take your Book of Shadows one step further if you are creating your own book, because you can create your own paper, and you can, if you're, say you want to do the wood, you can create your own paper, and with herbs, and put that magical intent into it. So, yeah, you can use all kinds of stuff. Yep, we got some motive bees. So that's what I love about our community. Or, okay, so yeah. But I wanted to create a scrapbook out of my my old Book of Shadows. Let me see what this is sticking out here. This was actually 2013. June 21st, 2013, I had my... I know exactly what this is. This is my first Sabbath gathering. And, okay. Let me just read through. Gemstones are out and charging on the table. I have quartz, bloodstone, and amethyst. My wand, goddess symbol, athame, a coconut shell for offerings. I place daisy and mint from my plant in the sunshine flower. It's a really, really pretty flower that comes out in June. Hello, there is my mother. Hello, mother. So because I put the sun and the sunshine flower, even though I don't know the name. Took pictures of table and posted it online, which prompted others to post their altars. I'm hoping others will commune with me at 7 p.m. like I stated. It is now 6 p.m. No word from anyone today, hoping no one is mad at me. I plan to charge myself with positivity and rid all the negative today. So, and I did eventually go on and do my little thing. Blessed are those of us that are touched by the gods to carry out their work, to love, guide, protect, and be their messengers on earth. In love and light, peace be with you. Carry your spirit high and mighty. So mote it be. That's what's sticking out. Memories. So, all right. Shared a little bit. What about you? Well, you all have shared about your books of shadows, and that's great. I'm really excited about that. Anything else? No, great. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna hop off of here. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. For, talk about different books of shadows. Have as many as you want. Have one for divination. Have one for herbs. Have one for oils. Have one for gemstones. Whatever you need to do. But I love you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. And we will see you later. Blessings.